Hello friends and welcome to another video. So I have a little unboxing here that I actually originally planned on doing in the haul, but then I realized if I put this in the haul, you guys aren't going to see it until like mid-October, and then it will be kind of irrelevant. So I decided to do its own video. I am not sponsored by Stickii Club at all. I purchased this with my own little monies. And it was something that I was kind of keeping my eye on this year because they did one last year and I did not participate in the one last year. So I decided to grab the one for this year and I couldn't make a choice. So both of the October advent calendars, the Halloween advents, are in this box. So disclosure, disclaimer, whatever you want to say, if you do not want to see this because you've already ordered one and you want to actually have the full advent box unboxing experience for yourselves, then I would go ahead and click off of this video and go watch something else for a little while, because I'm going to be doing a full reveal of this. But I thought it would be kind of cool to do it in two sections. So first will be the mini spoiler, which I will just show you a couple of things in each one of the subscriptions, because there's two different choices in here. And then that will give you a feel of the sticker, that particular advent, and then if you wanted one you could go purchase one, and then after I do that we'll do a full unboxing with all the spoilers, so that way you can either get a little taste of it and decide if it's something that you want, or you can just see the full unboxing from beginning to end. So anyways, this is how it came packaged. It was in this nice little cardboard box, had this little paper over it. I did order a couple, well, one extra thing that I felt I needed, which is, okay, this is a little thank you. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So these are gold foiled pumpkins, and they are tiny enough for you to put them all over your little mini planners, so, or pretty much anywhere. Definitely going to use those. And then I did purchase this. So they do have like a little carrying case. If you're a part of the Stickii Club, that is what this is. It is for the Stickii Club, but I thought it would work just as well for these for me. So inside you have a little thing that you can hold it closed, so when it gets all fat with all of your stickers in it, you can close it up. But these are the perfect size apparently for the Stickii Club stuff. So I don't know if I should bother putting it together. I'll put it together later. But it comes with this little band so that you can keep it closed, but you do need to insert it into the little hole in the back. So I'll stick that off to the side with the freebie and then pull these guys out of the box. And we will go through them. So there are two different ones. There's the Haunted Mansion Tour. Let me get them out of the glary stuff. And not only are the stickers to me amazing, but the packaging is worth my time and my energy and my money for sure, because I definitely want to reuse this packaging in other little projects, little planner projects that I have been doing. And so yeah, it was not just what's inside but also what is outside. So I'm going to start with the Haunted Mansion Tour. I'm going to give a couple of little sneak peeks of it, move on to the Compendium of Curious Concoctions, a couple sneak peeks, and then we'll go through both of them completely from one end to the other. So this is a purple foil on with like a cardstock, black cardstock. Look at the back. Just love the packaging. It is so perfect. And then when you open it up for number one, you've got an artwork here. And once you remove the artwork, right behind it is going to be the stickers for that month. So in this one, it's a silver foil. This is for day one. And then this artwork is absolutely fantastic. So it looks like that you are inside of a haunted house. There are like all kinds of things that you would find like maybe in an entryway, with an umbrella and some boots and the little ghosts and the pictures in the entryway hall. So that is fantastic. And then when you go to the actual stickers behind it, this one is a bunch of stamps and they are so cute. Oh my gosh, look at how adorable these are. I know there's gonna be a little bit of glare. I'll do my best to bring them up to where you can see them, but this is kind of the vibe that you are going to get throughout. Now, one of the things is that Stickii Club does is they employ several different artists. They love to find new artists and feature them in their sticker clubs. So this one is by the Ghost Egg. So if this artwork really speaks to you, you have a way to find them, and then you can purchase more of their artwork. And my favorite one by far is this little ghost in the pumpkin patch. I think it is absolutely adorable. This is a very cutesy one. So there is day one, and then that gives you an idea of how it works. Then I'm going to flip the page. You're going to see two more of the inside of the house. I'll give you one more peek at a stamp set, and then we'll move on to the other one so that you have an idea of what comes in the haunted house one. And then we'll do the other one, and then we'll go through the whole thing. So this one is more of like their cutesy kawaii style, the haunted house one. And then this one is more of their like older looking stickers. You'll see. So the second one, you look like you got your stairs going upstairs. So I thought these would be really fun to use in the actual, like in my weeks size planner, because I have a week size, two actual week size planners coming for 2026. I thought these would be super fun to use as like bookmarks, dividers, things like that. So, and I love the artwork. The same artist did all of these pages on the inside of this, and every single page has one of these artworks on it, and every single one of them is different. So this looks like your hallway going upstairs in your haunted house, same pictures in the background, and some more fun things in the entryway. And then when you flip it to your stickers this time, this is Laura. I'll put it up close so you can see it, but this is her artwork. And then these guys are so cute. You got little goblins and ghosties, and every artist has their own style and has their own type of drawing. These are all hand drawn. There is no AI in this whatsoever. So if that is something that makes you happy, then this is definitely a good sticker kit for you. Okay, so there are the first 2 days in this one. And then we will move on to the Compendium of Curious Concoctions. So this one looks like there is a cauldron right here, and you're going to get a much like more antique-y style of stickers in here, I believe, from what I remember. But this is a catalog of remedies, rarities, and remarkable strange things. And you've got a cauldron with some tentacles coming out and a skull on the front. And then the back just has a cauldron, the sticky cauldron, which apothecary sold exclusively. So again, this is the only way you can get this, is to order the actual subscription. And then when you open it up, these are what just like drew me to this collection in particular. I love the cutesy, I love the kawaii, but this I thought would be absolutely amazing to do like an entire journal of. This is going to be your format throughout the whole thing as far as each one of them is concerned, and it looks a lot like apothecary stuff. So these look like labels that would go on old apothecary jars, things that you might find in like in an apothecary. I don't know what else to say. Like, I just think they're really, really, really fun, and each one is different. So this first one here is Unicorn Tears. It says collected from the exotic thistle-born unicorn. That is so fun, and I think these are going to make great dividers. And then when you go underneath and you look at day one stickers, you have this really old-timey vibe going with these black and white stickers. You've got, look at the cat on the tombstone, this old creepy mansion with the graveyard. I don't know why, but I could not think of the word graveyard. And then you've got another full graveyard over here. You've got some mausoleums. It's just a really fun, old-timey looking sticker kit. So there's day one. And then we'll flip the page. You can see these two, but I'll only show you the stickers behind this one. Tongue of Croaksbane. This is so cool. I love these. Each one of these illustrations is fantastic. So this is number 2. And then this one says slippery and sharp, grants the gift of silence. Oh, that's nice. And then this sticker kit, oh, these look like tarot cards. Oh my goodness. That is so fantastic. We've got some gold foiling. You've got the 3 of Swords, the Sun, the 5 of Coins, definitely tarot cards. And then this is the person at the bottom that created this artwork. So this is something you love. This is where you can find them. And again, this is on a clear, they're different ones. So some of them are matte, some of them are clear, but definitely love the foil. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. So if you have like a tarot, if you're a tarot journaler, this would be a perfect set for you. And I would go find that artist and pick up the rest of them, because I'm sure she has more, because there are a hell of a lot more tarot cards than these 9 right here. So that is your sneak peek at these two collections right here. So if this is something that you think drives with you, something that you want, and you want that full experience of opening them through the month of October, you still have time to grab them. Of course, you can do them closer to the 31st so that you can actually like end on Halloween instead of, doing them at the beginning of the month. So that gives you a little bit more time to get here. But this is what they are. I don't know if they sell out. As of the time when I received mine, they still had them available, but I'm sure that there's a cutoff date or a limit to them. So if this is something that you want, or this is something you want to put on your radar for next year, because this is the second year they've done this. So this isn't the first year. So you can also maybe put this somewhere in the back of your brain to check out Stickii Club next year around Halloween as well. Okay, so here's your chance to jump out if you don't want to see the rest. We're going to move back into the Haunted Mansion, and we're going to go through each and every one of these pages so that you can see everything that's in here, and that way you can decide if it's for you. So here we have, I am going to bring you in just a little bit so that I don't have to keep lifting everything up, because I want you to be able to see. Let me go out just a tiny bit because I'm not 100% sure that everything will be in frame. But next up, we have for day 3, we've got this fireplace with little ghosties everywhere and the clocks. And oh my gosh, I love this little dog with his bones. He's just all happy there living with his little ghost buddies. So, so cute. And then on the back of this one is, oh my gosh, how adorable are these? So again, this is on a clear, but these are very not transparent. So these will work perfectly on pretty much anything, but they're nice and thin. So you can decorate pretty much anything that you want. But I think these would be really cute in a monthly spread. Like if you had like a monthly overview for October, these would be perfect to just litter the entire month with. I love these. These little ghosts are adorable. And this is by Mossy Pine at mossypine.com. And I love her style. This is adorable. So moving on to day number 4, when you flip this, and these have the little tabs, so you can totally keep them in here if you wanted to. Or let me just show you really quick before we move on. All of Stickii's sheets are the same size, whether you're part of the Stickii Club or you get their Advent boxes, they're all cut the same exact size. So you can slide them into your little book, and then you've got all these pages, and they have more than one style of book. This one just has some scissors on the outside, but they have more than one style of book. So that is why I picked one up, is because if I do want to bring any of them with me when I'm planning at my daughter's or wherever, I wanted to be able to have a place to actually put them. And I was kind of planning on destroying this book. So because I want the cover and the back cover. And I knew same thing with the other one. So I knew I really needed to have a place to store all these stickers once I dismantled this. So anyway, day 4. It looks like a living room because there's chairs on either side. Love the little witch's hat. Like I said, the same artist did all of these, and I believe this artist has stickers in here. So when we run across her stickers that look similar to this style, well, I'll point it out so that you can find her. But this is amazing. Amazing. I love this. You guys know how much I love cute stuff. So number 4. And then here are the stickers. This reminds me very much of like old-timey time Halloween stickers. Oh, like the vintage ones. And then this is Alan. Ooh, I'm going to put it up there because I don't want to, that way you can find this artist if it is something that speaks to you. But I love this whole vintage vibe, Halloween vibe. It is fantastic. I love, love, love that moon with the hat and the bats. Yeah, I love this. Kind of reminds me of, if you're an old time scrapbooker, then you remember who Graphic 45 is. It reminds me very much of like Graphic 45 type artistry. So love that. Moving on to day 5. This is most definitely the dining room. Look at the cat. The cat's like hanging on for dear life. You got the ghosts, the food everywhere. Yep, definitely the dining room. And then on the back side of this one, we have a very right away, the first thing I noticed that is like drawing my attention to it is this poor chicken is inside. She's wearing a witch's hat on top of a pumpkin inside of a coffin. So this artist has some very interesting, has very interesting brain. So this is who it is, right down there in the corner, Text Art at text.art on Instagram. And love the florals. I love the ghosts. I think they're adorable. This one is super, super cute with the little vampire bat cat with the skulls. And this is my favorite type of skull. When people draw skulls like that, I'm in. I am totally in with it. Love, love. And here's another one with chicken. I just realized that there's a chicken sitting on skull eggs. People just, I don't know. I just love people's imagination. And, yeah, that's fantastic. 6, we have inside the actual kitchen, and 7 is inside the laundry room. So let's see what is behind number 6. I'll give you a little close-up of all of the stuff. There's so much detail on every one of these. I can't possibly cover all of it, but there's a skull in the stove, the fish on the counter, a hand in the drawer. There's so many things. Again, with the pot with the tentacles coming out. I mean, there's just a lot of detail in every single one of these. I can only imagine how long it took them. And this looks a lot. Might be. It looks a lot like the same type of artwork. Let me see if there's anything. It's hard to say because it's very similar. The ghosts are very similar. I believe this is the same. If you look at the ghosts on here and the ghosts on here, they're almost identical. So I believe this is the artist right here. So this is DEA. I'm going to put it up there because I don't want to butcher that. I know it stands for something, but I'm not sure who the artist's like name is, but you can find it there. And then look at this. It's stinking adorable. Look at this. In the tub with the ghosty. Love the shelf. Like there's nothing on this sheet that doesn't speak to my little kawaii soul. I think this is adorable. Adorable. Love the cat and the laundry thing. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely the same artist. Definitely, because you got the pot with the tentacles. So yeah, we're definitely founder. Okay, number 7 is the laundry room. There's that same one. So yeah, it is. I'm going to stop guessing and just say yes. Ooh, this is very anime-ish. And not like, I like my anime, but it has to be attached to an actual show. But these are super cute. And this is the name of this artist and where you can find them. And I love the colors. I love having all that, the black that is in there, all the stuff in her hair. This is very cute. The little ghosties. Oh, I love the little bats. As you look at each one of these sticker sheets, take a really close look at all of the detail on each one of the stickers, and then you can just kind of marvel at, first of all, their imagination, and second of all, the amount of time and effort it goes into just making one little tiny sticker. Can you just see how many things are in each one of these stickers and how much work actually has to go into drawing every one of these? It is so cute. So cute. Okay, I'll stop gushing. Moving on to number 8. So number 8 is the bathroom and number 9 is the bedroom. So we'll pull out the bathroom first. Love the ghosts in the mirror. Little hand coming out of the medicine cabinet grabbing some lotion. Love the ghost in the tub. These are super cute. And then, oh, this is reminding me of video games. Oh, that's another one of my loves. Yep, I am a degenerate gamer. Love that. And that. This one's a little dark. I wish that one was a little bit brighter because I would love to be able to see more detail of him. Yeah, this is super cute. This looks very gamer and adorable. So there's that one. Let me give you a better. I'm over here staring at each one of the scenes instead of actually showing them to you. And then number 9. Oh, did I show you who it is? Sorry. That is who is the artist for this set. Then we're going to move on to number 9, which is the bedroom. I can't get over this cat. I would totally put that over the head of my bed if I had it. But very, very adorable bedroom. And then on the back side, more of the very kawaii. So this person's blue, but I don't see any like at anywhere. So I'm not sure if you just Google that, if you can find their Instagram, but super cute. Again, with the very kawaii, and these are smaller. So again, perfect for like an A6 or a week's planner or like a monthly spread or something like that. Or even just journaling and you want to just plop down something, you know, when you're journaling and you just want to put something there. This would be perfect for obviously Halloween. Love, love, love. So that is number 9. We're getting to the end, guys. if I didn't say it before, there are only 12 in this set. It's a 12-day Advent for each one. So I probably didn't mention that, but I should have. This looks like somebody's office. You got a typewriter, you've got tarot cards all over the floor, you've got a crystal ball, you got all kinds of stuff. Like this is like a tarot reader's office space, and yep, like it. I like it a lot. And then the backside of this one's not exactly mine. This is giving me Care Bear vibes, like big time Care Bear vibes. But if you like this kind of wacky, there's a two-headed bear here, scarecrow bear, ghosty bear, witch bear, vampire bear, werewolf bear. If you're a bear lover and you love the Care Bear vibe, then this person right here is where you're going to want to go to find more of this person's artwork, which is, it's cute. It's just not me. This one I might give to my daughter. She might actually like that one, but I'm not sure. It's hard to tell with her. She's all over the place. Right now she's into florals. Who would have thought? She's never been into florals. I don't know. Anyway, look at this. This is a baby's bedroom, a little nursery. I don't know. That teddy bear is kind of spooky, but I guess for the haunted house nursery, the bats hanging like mobile. That's nice. That's fun. A little Ouija board. Oh my gosh. Or alphabet. Looks kind of Ouija boardish. Oh, this I love. Oh, this I love. So this one is Marcy's art. Put it up there. You can find it. And then look at this. Spooky tunes. Light up your life. Oh my gosh. The tea. This one. Tending the little gravestone. My favorite. I love that. And he's got the perfect mouth, and just like I like. The little pumpkin patch, like pumpkin stand, tarot reader, pumpkin guy. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on the sticker sheet to love. Look at, I almost missed him. The little bug hanging on, the little moth. They love the light. They love the light. Okay, so that is that one, and I think right now this is my favorite one out of the whole set. Love it. And then your day 12. Looks like a garage or an attic, probably an attic because of that window, but this is where you put all the stuff that you forgot about. Oh my, there's a lot going on here with the boxes and yeah, the shelves and the suitcases. So definitely an attic. Okay, let's see what's on the back. On the back of this one is another very kawaii, like stamps and cutesy, bright colors, super cute. That one I love. I think that one is adorable. More of like the pinks in this one and yellows and greens rather than there's some orange in here, but there's definitely other purples and blues and stuff. So they use pretty much the entire color palette. And this one is this person right here. And that concludes the first Advent calendar, which is the haunted house. So again, this one is the Haunted Mansion Tour and Stickii Club. Okay, and now we'll move into this one. So now let's finish the Curious Compendium. I think that's what it was called. Compendium of Curious Concoctions. There we go. So next up we had Mermaid's Tears, and it says wine glass. So when we pull this one out, it says, I really can't read it. This iridescent tincture is brewed from the hollow stalks. I can't read it. My glasses are reading glasses, but they're not reading glasses for something scripty and very fine. I would have to go grab my other ones that are a little bit more magnified. So unfortunately, I can't read it, but I can put it here. And if you can decipher it, then you can read it for yourself. But I love the vibe. And then when you flip it over, you've got, again, very vintage. Like I said, this set is a very vintagey sticker set. You may or may not find anything cutesy in here, but mostly what you're going to find in here is this whole antique vintage vibe. And you've got all these fabulous old-timey time costumes, none of which I've ever seen in my lifetime. My mom just put me into ugly clown costumes and sent me out. So I've never been this ornately dressed, but these are really cute. So you've got some fashion dolls. And then on to, oh boy, look at this. Feather and Fen. Brood where crows feed and fog settles, elevates the body and the mind. Oh my goodness. That seems very creepy, but I love this. What do you call them? It's not a crow. It's Buzzard. Looks like a buzzard. It might be a crow, but in my mind, it looks more like a buzzard. Just the shape of the body, but it may be a crow because it says, you know, brood where crows feed and fog settles and there's fog. So maybe this is their version of a crow, but to me, it looks like a buzzard. And then on the back, you have, oh, I like that the back of these are white. It makes it easier for me to show these off, but this is very much like a herbology kind of a garden thing where you've got all these freaking adorable plants with like little faces, and it's very here's the artist. Let me put that up there. I think I forgot to do it with the last one. There's like a little fairy bug thing right there. I'm not sure what a lot of this stuff is, but I love the florals in here. I think it's just beautiful. Yeah, very whimsical. All right, there's that one. And then for number 5, we have Fang Root Viper Sap, bittersweet and binding. So number 5 of that. And on the back side of this one, we have some very creepy. Have you ever seen those pictures when you walk by it and it changes as you walk by it, and it starts out like a normal looking person, and then when you get to the other side of it, it's like a creepier version? This is the creepier version of all of those. That's what it reminds me of. And they are kind of framed like that. So I think maybe that was the vibe that they were going for. Here's the artist down here at the bottom. And again, this is more of a gothic vibe to me than a retro, but also really ornate, very well done. Not 100% my style. I never really liked those paintings, but it is very, very well done. On to the next section, number 6, Whispers of the Clove, distilled from the petals of wild foxglove, gathered silently under the waning moon. These are worth it to me, just these alone. I love them so much. And then this side, you've got some very mythical creatures. So you've got an alligator that's all tatted up, that's fishing, an anglerfish that's I would never want to meet in the wild, a Venus flytrap. You've got this, I don't even know what that's supposed to be, a wolf something with big claws. Yeah, this is kind of a spookier vibe right here. Really, really cool. This imagination, this brain must be kind of spooky to hang out in. But there's this one right here. I kind of like this one. I don't know what I would use it on or where I would use it, but I really kind of like that. Maybe in a book. If I ever get back to my reading journal, which I really want to do, it's just this time of year is so freaking busy. I just haven't had time. It's not that I'm not reading, because I'm actually listening to audiobooks while I work. I just don't have time to put them in my journal. Talonfire Cordial. And this type of stuff is perfect again for that. Like if you're into reading journals and you love to read, which I don't really know very many people that don't love to read, even if it's just audiobooks and not actually like physically reading anymore. These are great for you to make reading journals with. But anyway, this is a glittering draught offered only to those who seek greatness and have no fear of the consequences. That sounds very Harry Potter-ish. And then when you flip this one over, so now you're getting into a little bit more cute, but all black and white. Here is the artist. And again, this is kind of fairy tale-ish. With you got all the mice carrying the pumpkin and the candle, like they're getting ready to go put their jack-o'-lantern outside, and they're all dressed in their little costumes. This one has Never-Ending Story vibes, where you've got like this big dog wolf-looking thing with wings sitting on top of a hut. And this looks like a raccoon. You don't ever want to put a raccoon in charge of your market. That's just bad. It's just bad business sense right there. And then you've got a bunch of them dressed up into different little clothing, some books, and some smaller pieces. So really fun, very, very fun, very whimsical, fairy tale-ish, I should say. On to the next one. So number 8 is Legs of 8. How did I know? You never have number 8 without an 8-legged spider. And then it says one sip, and thou shalt walk where no human legs belong. So if you sip this, you're probably going to be turned into a spider. All right. I don't want to be a spider. And then you've got a bunch of witches and potions and bats and very whimsical style. Can't really see any detail of faces on these, so it's very almost abstract looking, but fun. I love the colors. I love the style. These elongated bats. You know, it's definitely a style. This person right here knows what they love. So I don't dislike it. It's not my favorite, but I do think that in the right book journal, this would be really well. And I can think of a couple of books right off the top of my head that this would probably work well with, including the Harry Potter series, because, you know, they're all witches and wizards. So anyway, there's that. And then we are into 9, which is going to be a cat, 9 lives for those who want a few to spare. I think all of us want a few to spare, at least for the most part, the good parts anyway. And then when you flip this one over, this is very dark, very dark. I did not expect this behind the cat. Almost can't, here's the artist. I almost can't even tell what's in each one of these. I believe that's an eyeball. There's a moon there. I think these all have some sort of eyeball. It reminds me of going into like a Gothic art gallery. It looks like there's a ghost person sitting at a table with something behind him with eyes looking down. This is very spooky, Gothic, not my style. Definitely not my style, but I don't know. I'm going to show all of these to my daughter and let her take the stickers that she wants. Not the covers. Those are mine, but she can have the stickers. Yeah, so let's move on to the next one, which is Fluff Spore Elixir. It looks like this is very mushroomy. And then it says a rare infusion of forest-grown fuzzcaps and shadow worm. 1 drop for transparency in words, 2 drops for transparency in sight. Oh, I see. So one will make you silent, one will make you invisible. I'm feeling the Invisible Man vibe right here. Oh, I love stamps and bright stamps and unicorns. And look at, oh, mushrooms. I like this one quite a bit. So here's the artist right here on a very beautiful stamp. And then look at this with the wolf and the ghost. 2-cent stamp, 20-cent stamp. I love the colors on this. This style is really, really nice. I love this. Very, again, with the Gothic, but storybook. It has a very storybook vibe to it. Love that one. Then moving on to Ink Vein Tentaculum. Poured only under starlight when you need several helpful hands. I guess you're going to sprout some extra limbs with this one, and I can think of many times where I need that. And then very, again, with the vintage vibes. Oh, I like this witch scene with the cauldron. I love the ink ones when they're done right, and this is done right. So the ink ones, when you can actually see with very good clarity. This sticker, oh, another little thing about Stickii Club is their stickers are very clear. You're not going to get anything that's kind of fuzzy or not well defined or well detailed. I think it's one of their requirements for their artists is when they deliver artwork to Stickii Club, they have to be at a very high resolution. So you are going to be able to see what the artist intends you to see on every single sticker. So if it's very shaded out, it's meant to be very shaded out. If it's, you know, more defined, it's meant to be more defined. And yeah, I love this one. I think they did a fantastic job. And unfortunately, I don't see an artist on this one. So it maybe was done by Stickii Club themselves, because I do know that they do have some in-house artists. So it may have been done by them. And this is on a different type of paper. I don't know if you can tell, but this is like almost like a tea paper, but sticky. So it's almost like, excuse me. Yeah, it's almost like they took washi paper and dyed it and then printed on top of that and cut it out. So it's really, really cool. It's different, definitely different. Definitely got that, still has that antique vibe. And then we're on to the last one, Squeak in the Walls. So this one is to attract uninvited guests into your rival's home. You want to give your neighbor rats? This is what you need right here. All right, let's see. Oh, how cute. If you're a cat lover, you're going to love this. So you got everything from butterfly cats to pumpkin cats to bats. I think that's a bird or a raven of some sort. This looks like a vampire cat, a ghost cat. Yeah, these are adorable. I love the little hanging candles. And this one is by that artist right there. And this is, again, giving me that same vintage vibe. and I really love it. So they did a fantastic job. That is the last one in this one, and this is the Compendium of Curious Concoctions. So a whole entire 12-day advent of vintagey style, gothic style. You saw them all. There's a big variety here of things, and if some of them aren't your vibe, you know, you could gift them to one of your sticker besties or your planner besties. And or if you want the more cutesy kawaii style, you want to go with the Haunted Mansion tour, which is also equally fantastic. So that is everything that I have. Paid for this with my own money, not sponsored by them at all. Just wanted to get this stuff out there to you early enough so that if it is something that you really, really want and you have your heart set on it, I wanted you to be able to get it before they were all gone, or this was like no longer a thing. So anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you love this video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.